Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Brass Monkey X. So, as you can see, today we're taking a look at my Remington Airmaster 77. This is a 17 caliber air rifle. I picked this thing up when I was 18 years old. So that makes this thing 24 years old now. I've owned this thing for 24 years. And I have never done any kind of maintenance to this thing whatsoever until the other day. The closest thing I've ever come to doing maintenance on this was I've taken the barrel shroud off and I spray canned it. I painted it silver, and that finish was looking real nasty. And now that I'm older and wiser and I know how to Duracoat, I recently redid the barrel shroud in a gunmetal gray Duracoat, which came out awesome. Totally cool. I love that. So this is my squirrel gun. Every hunting season, I like to go out, my first couple of trips out into the woods, I'll take this with me. I'll harvest what I can with this, and then I eventually switch over to shotgun. I like it. It's a little bit of a challenge. It's definitely more challenging than using a shotgun. You know, you got to be a little more accurate. You got to have that trigger control. And air rifles are great for practicing that stuff, especially if you don't want to spend the money out on the range. Like if you're just looking to shoot real cheap, this is the way to go. You got to get yourself an air rifle. There ain't nothing wrong with an air rifle. I like using it. I'll go out in the backyard. I'll just dick around out in the backyard with it. Like I said, it's good for practicing fundamentals when you don't want to go and spend a buttload of money at the range. But anyway, I digress. The reason I'm making this video is I'm talking maintenance on air rifles. Now, I don't know what you guys do, but like I said, I've owned this thing for 24 years. I've done zero maintenance on this air rifle. I've never once cleaned it. I've never taken it apart. I didn't even know what the inside looked like until I Duracoated this barrel shroud. When I did that, I decided to go ahead and take the whole thing apart because it was shooting a little wonky. My groups were getting a little bit wider with this thing. And if you're squirrel hunting, as you know, you're trying to hit a target, you're trying to hit a squirrel in the head, usually. I mean, you can aim for the body if you want. I try to go for headshots. So, I mean, you're shooting at like a quarter-size target. So you got to be real accurate with this. So, like I said, it was shooting a little wonky. My groups are getting a little wide. So I took it apart. I Duracoated that barrel shroud. And I cleaned and lubricated the entire inside of this air rifle, which I've never done before. And let me tell you, it was a pain in the ass. I've had rifles that were way easier to deal with than dealing with this air rifle. Putting it back together, I actually had to have my wife come out and help me. She came down to the garage. I needed a third hand. I couldn't get it back together without her help. So, anyway, that's the only maintenance I've ever done. Today, I'm going to be cleaning the barrel. I picked up one of these. Hops. You guys know I love Hops number 9. This is like one of my favorite companies. But they make this air pistol, air rifle, BB gun, pellet gun kit for cleaning your air rifles. So I picked that up, and I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to clean the barrel on this and see if I can improve my groups at all. So I didn't get a chance to get out there and save a target from when it was shooting a little wonky. But this morning I went out, and this is the kind of group I'm getting out of this right now. And again, full disclosure, I did clean and lubricate the inside of this rifle when I had it apart. I just haven't done the barrel yet. So the whole point of this video, I want to see if cleaning a barrel on an air rifle is going to improve the group any. So this is the group I got earlier. Then I'm going to go out, I'm going to shoot another 5-shot group. I'm going to do it after I clean the barrel on this thing. And we're going to see if we get any better than that. Now that's not a bad group. I was about 20, 25 yards away maybe. So for 20 yards, I mean, that's decent. But again, if you're trying to hunt squirrels, you want that to be a little tighter. Before I cleaned it, I was getting at least 1-inch groups all around. It was shooting a little high, a little low, a little left, a little right. It was shooting all over the place. After I cleaned the inside, as you can see, it tightened up a little bit. And this isn't, I'm not using my hunting loads here. My little hunting pellets. What I'm using for this is just these. Okay, these are just my messing around pellets that I use. I mean, sometimes I'll just use BBs, but if I want to shoot pellets, I use these. These are just them lead, normal, regular pellets. I do have hunting pellets that I have by Gamo or Gamo, however you say it. So I do have those that I use for the squirrel hunting. But like I said, I want to see if I can tighten up the group just by cleaning out the barrel. And I know that sounds a little weird. I don't know if you guys even do that with your air rifles. I don't know. I have 24 years. I've never cleaned this barrel. So I figured it's not a real firearm. There shouldn't be any like lead fouling in there. You know, there's no gunpowder going through there. It's just BBs and pellets. Like, how dirty can this barrel get? So, all right, guys, what we're going to do is I'm going to pause the video here. I'm going to go and get this thing cleaned. And then I'm going to come back. I'm going to be all set up. I'll have the camera on a tripod. And we'll go ahead and we'll shoot a group with it and see if I can tighten up this group a little bit. All right, guys. Sorry, I wasn't going to show any of the cleaning because everybody knows how to clean a rifle. But I really wanted to show you guys this. So I sprayed some bore cleaner down the barrel. I ran one of these down there. Okay. Then I ran a patch through. Oh my God. This patch was white when I ran it through. That was one pass. That's what 24 years of not cleaning your air rifle is going to look like in your barrel. Holy crap. So let me go run a couple more patches through. It's probably going to take like, I don't even know. I'm probably going to run like 10 patches through. Then I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to oil the barrel as well. And then we'll go out and we'll shoot our group. All right, guys, we got our camera set up. I'm going to go back about 20, 25 yards or so. We're going to go ahead, we're going to shoot a 5-shot group and see how tight we can get it. All right, guys, so check it out. We have our two targets here. One on the left. This one was shot before we cleaned the barrel. As you can see, it's a pretty decent group. They're all in the one ring there. We got two that are, well, one's in the bullseye, one almost in the bullseye, and we got that one flyer there. Now on the right here, this target, this is after we cleaned the barrel. As you can see, we've got nothing out in the 2-ring, like over here. It's all pretty much in the 1 ring, except for this one that just hit the rim there. No bullseyes, but these 3 are all almost touching. These 2 are definitely touching. This one's just 1/4 of an inch away from the other 2. So, I don't know, man. You guys tell me. What do you think? Is doing maintenance on your air rifle, like cleaning the barrel, is it even worth it? Did that improve my group at all? Personally, I don't know. I honestly don't think that group is much better than that group, especially when it comes to squirrel hunting. I'd rather get a couple bullseyes there than have a tighter group that's not even in the center. I don't know what happened, but after I cleaned it, seems like all my shots are hitting over to the right. I don't know, but in the immortal words of Paul Harrell, you be the judge. Let me know down in the comments below, guys. What do you think? Is it worth it to even clean your air rifles? Do you think this one's shot out? Can you shoot out a barrel in an air rifle? Let me know down below. Let's get the comments going. Let's discuss this. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I know it's been a while since I've done any kind of firearms on my YouTube channel. It's because, you know, YouTube's getting real strict with this stuff, so I'm getting scared to do firearm content. Like, I don't want to keep putting it out there like I used to, because I want to grow my channel, and the more firearm stuff I do, the more difficult it's going to be. But again, another thing, let me know down below if you want to see more of the firearms content like I used to do. So thanks for tuning in, guys. I appreciate you watching, and we'll catch you next time.